The Disabilities Trust is a national organisation, and we have services in England, Scotland and Wales. We also have different streams, if you like, of the services that we offer. So we provide autism and learning disability services, we provide brain injury rehabilitation, we have the school, and we also have physical disability support within our services. Fundamentally though, I think that we are about improving the lives and the opportunities for the people who we support to help them live the best life that they are able to.
We're an intensive rehab unit working with people on two different pathways, the traumatic brain injury or stroke pathway.
I had a brain injury and a tremendous bash on the head, and I was in the John Radcliffe Hospital in Oxford for a bit. Then they made a judgment that this place would possibly do me better.
His insight has improved, so he's now much more aware of the difficulties that he has, and it takes being in a unit like this where they're getting challenged, they're doing assessments, they're getting constant feedback from staff and other service users. It's sort of a whole unit, holistic intervention really.
The thing that I'm most struck by, having been here, is that I've been amazed about how many nice people I've met. They want to be sure when I go home, can I be trusted in a house to cook, to look after myself, to do all those sort of things.
Shinewater Court is a unit for disabled adults. We enable them to live as independently as they possibly can, however that looks to the individual.
I describe it as a place that's buzzing, noisy, that really considers people's disabilities and gets the best out of every individual.
Henry is a very cheerful, happy young man. Yeah. He has cerebral palsy, has severe learning difficulties and partially sighted. This is a home for Henry now. When Henry moved in here, instead of being Henry's carer, I can be his mum, and that is so much more to me than just being known as a carer.
Here, Shinewater Court particularly, we as support workers are here to enable them to live the life that they want to live. And when you see residents flourishing in an environment, it kind of makes you feel like you're doing what you should be doing.
The heart, the passion, the commitment of our staff is part of our DNA, it's part of who we are. I want people to feel empowered and enabled to do their job. There are challenges within what we do, but it's equally really rewarding because you turn around and you see the difference that we make, and it is about making that difference for people.
York House, we're a hospital environment and we provide specialist rehabilitation for individuals who've had acquired brain injuries. Because of our environment, we often take the more complex individuals, people who have maybe more challenges associated with their care and their support needs. So maybe mental health issues, forensic history, drug and alcohol misuse. So it can be quite complex.
After you've had a brain injury, you just go all quiet and thinking like people are against you and nobody wants to know you anymore, and just lost all sense of hope in myself. The people in the residential home, they do what they do because they care about people like in our situation. It's good that there's people there that guided me down on the right path.
When we see people leave York House when they're ready to move on from us and they've just got so much independence in the community, and they're able to socialise with other people. And you can see the impact that that has for individuals on their quality of life, their kind of sense of meaning and the sense of purpose in life, I suppose.
It's been a long journey, but I'm there now. I've done what rehab I've needed to do, and I'm back home, living the dream.
The foundation was set up in 2009 with the aim of meeting the needs of vulnerable populations who didn't and never would access our existing services across any of our interest areas. So it was an opportunity for the Trust to look outside of its care offering and support populations in prisons, homeless populations, women or who are survivors of domestic abuse, to look at how we can support a national discussion to improve both policy and practice in our interest areas.
Community house supported living is where people live in their own homes, they have their own tenancy agreement, so our service users range from moderate to severe learning disabilities. We help them with their hopes and wishes and what they want to get out of life and support them to live as independently as possible. With Sarah, when she moved in, she needed support to make her breakfast, and since been here, she now makes her breakfast completely on her own. And we're building up to try and do that with lunch as well and dinner. So it's her home. Wherever she wants to go, she can go. If she chooses to go out, we support her in the community, but that is her choice, and we support her and motivate her to make those choices.
We have children from 4 through to 19 here. Many of our young people come from mainstream education experiences, which have been mostly negative. So when they come to Heathermount, they know that they're going to be entering a low arousal environment with supportive and understanding adults that know their individual ASC needs, are able to put in plans and strategies to support them so they can regulate and access what we offer is pretty much a mainstream education.
I wanted to become a teacher because I've been to the school and I've seen how hard people work. A lot more of the students are starting to learn some of the communication skills and the learning about emotions and stuff like that, which I found was really useful. And yeah, I'm really excited to see where the whole school goes really, because it's doing big things and changing people's lives.
Knowing the generic boundaries and limitations that young people with autism have, I think that the school tailors all aspects with the end goal being that they're able to achieve some qualifications that they can go and access on further employment.
This year I'm looking at colleges. This could be my final year, but I'm very excited to see what happens in the future. It's been a massive part of my life for so long, but you know, I'm happy now that I've got that experience and to take it with me for the rest of my life.
I am really excited for the future. The work that we're doing to reshape and carry the organisation forward is all about preparing us for what's to come. So that in the next 40 years, somebody else will come along and say, do you know what, the people who came before have done a really good job and we need to keep doing that job, remembering why we do what we do, remembering it's about the service users.
Being a part of the Disabilities Trust is such a good thing. I mean, I've been working here 7 years. It's the best move I ever did. I wish I'd have done it when I was a lot younger.
There's been some great sort of relationship building and forming between the school and the Trust, in particular when we've got young people that are transitioning to the next stage or independent living centres.
It does give you a hell of a lot of self-satisfaction when you come into work knowing that you have actually made a difference to some of the people that we support.
With here, I feel like when a patient leaves, I've done everything I possibly can to get them where they are, where in other settings I've not always felt like that.
I know coming into work every day that I'm making a difference to her life and my other service users' lives. It's a hard job and we wouldn't be here if we didn't want to do it.